you don't fit in. Look who's in the reject bin. It's the Raggy Dolls.
Raggy Dolls.
Raggy Dolls.
Raggy Dolls.
Dolls like you and me. Raggy Dolls.
Raggy Dolls.
Raggy Dolls.
Raggy Dolls.
Made him perfectly. So if you got a bump on your nose or lumps on your toes, do not despair. Be like the Raggy Dolls and say I just don't care. 'Cause Raggy Dolls,
Raggy Dolls.
Raggy Dolls,
Raggy Dolls.
are happy just to be Raggy Dolls, Raggy Dolls, dolls like you and me.
It was an ordinary Tuesday morning, and Mr. Grimes was busy with paperwork when Florrie Fosdyke came into the office with his usual morning cup of coffee. "Good morning, Mr. Grimes," said Florrie. "Can you spare a moment?"
What for?
said Mr. Grimes, always grumpy when he was doing paperwork. Just then, there was a polite knock on the door. "Hello, can I come in?" said a lady's voice. The door was open. Mr. Grimes stared in amazement as a lady in a smart tracksuit stepped into his office and smiled. "R.C. Grimes," she said. "I thought it might be you." "Cynthia?"
It can't be,
exclaimed Mr. Grimes, suddenly all excited.
Cynthia Popplethwaite. Well, 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 after all these years.
Florrie was looking puzzled. Mr. Grimes and Cynthia had been at school together until Cynthia had moved to Australia. They had such a lot to talk about. Meanwhile, the Raggy Dolls were up in the treehouse, making plans for the weekend, without much success. No one could agree on anything, and they all sat around thinking hard. Suddenly, Lucy remembered hearing something about a town gala. "Why don't we go to the town gala?" she said. "What's a gala?" demanded Satsack. "It's a festive occasion," explained Princess. "There'll be fancy dress parades and carnival floats." "Yeah, brass bands and marching displays," added Back to Front. "Motorcycle stunt riders," stammered Hi-Fi. Sadsack looked unimpressed. "They always have hot dogs and barbecues," said Lucy. "Let's go to the town gala then," said Sadsack. "When is it?" "Come on," laughed Dotty. "Let's find out all we can about it." While the Raggy Dolls made their way back across the big field, Mr. Grimes and Cynthia were still talking. Cynthia told him how, soon after she'd moved to Australia, she went to college, where she got interested in working with children. Since then, she'd been to the Far East, Africa, Asia, and now she was back in England, working with children who need special care. But the main reason she'd come to see Mr. Grimes really surprised him.
You're going to jump from an aeroplane?
said Mr. Grimes in disbelief.
Parachuting is dangerous, isn't it?
Cynthia laughed. "Not if you know what you're doing," she said. Mr. Grimes was even more surprised.
You mean you've done it before?
"Lots of times. Now, are you going to sponsor me or not?" said Cynthia firmly. "All the other businesses in town have said yes." Mr. Grimes sighed.
Well, I suppose it's in a good cause. £100, you say? All right, but on one condition. You promise me you'll take every precaution.
"Of course I will," laughed Cynthia. "Besides, I always check my own parachute." "I wonder who that could be," said Dotty. But the Raggy Dolls thought no more about it. They were too busy thinking about the town gala. The very next day, the Raggy Dolls got up early and prepared for a long walk across country to find out where the gala was being held. "If we head towards the town, we might find a poster or something," said Dotty. But travelling across country was very slow. They had to scramble through hedges, jump over ditches, climb fences. By lunchtime, they were exhausted, and they still didn't know exactly when or where the town gala was going to be held. "Are you sure Florrie knows what she's talking about?" said Dotty. "We all know how absent-minded she is." "She definitely said it was this weekend," said Lucy. Up in Mr. Grimes' office, the telephone rang. It was Cynthia, wanting to know if he could drive her to the airfield on the day of the gala.
Yes, of course. It is a bit far on a bike, especially with all your gear. Shall I pick you up?
"Oh, no need for that. I can manage as far as the factory. I'll come at 12. That'll give you time to get to the gala and see the jump."
Right you are,
said Mr. Grimes.
I'll see you here on Saturday at noon. Goodbye.
By tea time, 7 very tired and bedraggled Raggy dolls arrived back at the factory in time to overhear Mr. Grimes talking to Florrie.
Oh, yes, Florrie, I shall be going. I wouldn't miss it for the world. It's going to be a very exciting day.
Oh, I know what you mean, Mr. Grimes. Sometimes the jam competition can get very tense.
Mr. Grimes laughed.
Well, good luck on Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bingo, hissed back to front. No problem. It's on Saturday, and we can get a lift with old Grimesy. Sad Sack was very relieved. Thank goodness for that, he said. At last, the day of the gala arrived, and the Raggy dolls hid under a rug in the boot of Mr. Grimes' car. They had not expected big bags being dumped on top of them. The car moved off, and the Raggy dolls were all squashed and uncomfortable. Oh, moaned Sad Sack. I'm not so sure this was a good idea after all. He saw an open flap in one of the bags and squeezed in. It was full of soft silk. Ah, that's better, he thought. The others were too squashed to notice where he'd gone. After a while, the car stopped, and Mr. Grimes opened the boot, took out the bags, and closed it again with a bang. They faintly heard him say something about "good luck" and "rather you than me." And it wasn't until the car started moving again that they noticed Sad Sack was missing. By the time they got to the town gala, the Raggy dolls weren't interested in fancy dress, brass bands, or motorbike stunt riders. They were very worried indeed. But no more so than Sad Sack. He'd crawled into Cynthia's parachute pack, and when she checked it, as she always did, she found Sad Sack. Believing Mr. Grimes had put him there for good luck, she'd stuck him in her pocket, and now she was just about to jump. Oh no, thought Sad Sack, and tightly closed his eyes. Everyone held their breath. Mr. Grimes gulped nervously, and even the Raggy dolls had to look.
And here she comes,
crackled a loudspeaker. High above, Cynthia jumped. Sad Sack could feel the wind rushing into his face. They seemed to be falling like a stone. Then there was a sharp jerk, and the parachute opened. The ground seemed an awfully long way as they floated gently down. Then it seemed to suddenly rush towards them. From the ground, it looked as though they were going to hit a tree. Everyone gasped. But Cynthia pulled a rope and expertly guided herself into the middle of the arena and landed standing up. Everyone clapped and cheered. Cynthia unclipped her parachute, took something out of her pocket and waved it. Look, said back to front. What's she waving? It looks like...
It is, squealed Lucy in delight. It's Sad Sack.
Cynthia made her way to the mayor's tent, where she was presented with a cheque for £1,795. Everyone, including Mr. Grimes, wanted to shake her by the hand. In the confusion, Sad Sack made his escape. Well done, said Mr. Grimes, overcome with relief and then embarrassment as Cynthia gave him a big hug and a kiss. Thanks for the lucky mascot, she said. You are sweet. Mascot? What mascot? Said Mr. Grimes, nonplussed. Fortunately for Mr. Grimes, Cynthia was congratulated by a man from Benson's Better Bathrooms and whisked away in all the excitement. I wonder what she meant, thought Mr. Grimes. Meanwhile, the Raggy dolls had found Sad Sack and bundled him back into the boot of Mr. Grimes's car.
Oh, Sad Sack, said Lucy. We were so worried about you.
Yeah, said back to front. Hey, what was it like? Was all that Sad Sack could say.
Raggy dolls, dolls like you and me. Raggy dolls, made imperfectly. So if you're not at ease with your knobbly knees and your fingers are all funds, stand on your 2 left feet and join our Raggy doll chums. 'Cause Raggy dolls are happy just to be Raggy dolls, dolls like you and me.